You're watching Canadian Muslim News on Muslim Network TV from Toronto, Ontario. This is Saamiyah Syed. Welcome back to the show. Coming up later tonight is an interview with Sister Lahira on the Adams World Academy, preparing the Muslims of tomorrow today. But first, let's take a look at some headlines. Canada sanctions 2 more Haitian politicians. In 2022, Haiti reported crimes increased by 13%. Altercation video surfaces after court drops charges. British Muslim minister prays at Al-Aqsa Mosque. And now the details. Canada's Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly has announced sanctions against Haitian political elites Arnaud Belizaire and Charles Saint-Remy. Belizaire, a former MP, and Saint-Remy, a business person with links to the former Haitian president, now makes up a total of 15 Haitians that Canada has sanctioned. Belizaire and Saint-Remy will not be allowed to enter or do business in Canada. According to the Foreign Office, both of these individuals have used their privilege to enable the criminal activities of gangs. Violent gangs have taken over Haiti's capital. Canada is in talks with Haiti's unelected prime minister to help restore law and order. The Ottawa Police Service Hate and Bias Crime Unit has released yesterday its annual statistics for 2022. The statistics show a 13% increase in hate crimes reported last year as compared to the previous year. For 2022, police noted a total of 377 incidents. This resulted in 174 counts of criminal charges for 51 individuals. The groups most targeted were Jewish, Black, Muslim, LGBTQ, Arab, and Asian people. Amira Al-Ghawabi, a spokesperson for the Canadian Race Relations Foundation, says that although these statistics show an increase in numbers, they do not tell the full story. Al-Ghawabi says many people are uncomfortable reporting hate crimes. An Ontario judge has dropped charges against 2 Toronto hospital security guards for the death of Stephanie Warner, a patient at the hospital. The decision has shocked Warner's sister, who was seeking justice for her deceased sister. Video footage from May 11, 2020, obtained by local media, shows an altercation between the security guards and Warner at the hospital. A wall obscures what happened in the video. Warner died 16 days later. The judge concluded there that there was not enough evidence to support the charges. Warner's sister says she is pained that the video will not be presented at a trial for the jury to see. Lord Tariq Ahmed, the British Minister of State for the Middle East, North Africa, and South Asia, performed prayer Thursday at the Al-Aqsa Mosque. He is on an official visit to the Palestinian territories. Lord Ahmed tweeted that it was an honor and a privilege. He stressed the UK's unwavering support to Jordanian custodianship over the holy sites in Jerusalem. Lord Ahmed also visited the West Bank city of Hebron. Al-Aqsa Mosque is the world's 3rd holiest site for Muslims. Israel occupied East Jerusalem, where Al-Aqsa is located during the 1967 Arab-Israeli War. It annexed the entire city in 1980, a move that was never recognized by the international community. And that's it for the news. Now, Adams World Academy is offering a few courses which are set to begin very soon. To speak more about the courses and to share about the organization, I'd like to welcome Sister Lahira, the Director of Religious Education at Sound Vision. Welcome to the show, Sister Lahira, and thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Sister Lahira, for some of us, this may be the first time we are hearing of Adams World Academy. Can you share more about the academy, please?
Sure. You know, Sound Vision has always been involved in children's education. The very popular Adam's World series, the videos that included the puppet Adam and his little sister Anissa, educated generations of children and actually adults about Islamic guidance and about how to apply that in everyday life. We have moved our attention onto the online platform with some of these classes that we're offering now. And that happened when we happened into the pandemic and knew that families of all different sorts were going to have their regular Islamic studies education interrupted.
Mhm. And so, what are the topics or subjects that these courses are trying to cover?
So it's a very broad range of topics, and we'll talk about, I hope, during the course of our interview, two different types of programming. One is the live programming that's offered through our Adams World Club and our Colors of Islam Club classes. The other are static recorded classes or courses that parents can make use of in the convenience of their home at the convenience of their own schedules. And so they have two different tracks. One of the things we know is that kids always learn about Islam and the world they live in organically. And we hope to, with these classes, help parents make use of teachable moments, talk about things that are likely to be things that children happen into in the course of their lives, and look at all of them from an Islamic lens. For the Adams World Club classes, we're targeting children 4 to 7 years old. In those classes, we focus some attention on stories of the Sahaba, stories from the Quran, reading books, doing art projects, singing songs, doing movement activities. Our theme for this coming semester, which will be a 7-week series, will be focused on foods loved by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is the second time that we've happened into this theme. Last semester we did this. Kids absolutely loved it. They loved learning about the foods, bringing them to class, trying them for the first time, making recipes and art projects that included them. It was great fun. And so we're returning with that same topic.
Mhm. So,
On
parents can choose if they would like to elect in either live programming or recorded classes.
yeah. And so we did that because not every schedule fits every family. We know that the classes, these Adams World Club classes, happen at 5 Eastern time, Monday through Thursday. That works for some kids getting home from school, except if you live on the West Coast, your time of arriving back from school is a lot earlier, and it might not work for that. These are great for homeschool families also. And so we have many homeschool families actually all over North America and even outside of the continent taking advantage of these classes. I didn't
Mhm.
get a chance to talk about the classes for the older kids. Can I do that now?
Yes, go ahead. Please share.
That is our Colors of Islam Club program, and this is geared for children 8 to 12. Now, these kids often have a very basic understanding of Islam, but what they don't have is inspiration about how to take that guidance and apply it to their daily lives. Parents do that by modeling own behavior, excuse me. But when you have it reinforced outside of the home by other forces, by other teachers, by other children, seeing other families practicing in the same way, it resonates in a lot different way. And so our focus, our theme for the upcoming semester for this older group is lessons learned from the companions of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It'll be an 8-week program. We'll focus on 8 different Sahaba, men and women, who were instrumental in the spread of Islam. We can still learn lessons from them today. We have a special project, a research project that our students participate in that program also.
Mhm. Can you tell us about some of the people leading these classes? Who are they?
Amazing teachers. On the younger program side, we have Inas Abu Sheikha, Amira Abu Sheikha, and Huda Amara, sorry. They are incredibly creative in the way that they instruct kids, they welcome them into the class, and promote and connect with kids in a manner that really pulls them in and makes them feel like they care about them deeply. We have these classes are engaging. The kids can talk to the teachers talk to them. It's amazing how even young students can manipulate the computers these days. For the
Mhm.
older classes, Huda returns for that, and another brother joins her. We like to make sure that there's role modeling of both Muslim men and women who are applying these lessons to their own lives. And so Amar Khan is one of the teachers in that program. We also have 2 younger teachers or assistants who focus attention on playing a Kahoot game. That's Hanifa and Hanifa and Amina, and they also do art projects for that group. So it's a lively way of presenting information, but also encouraging kids to have fun, to meet other kids like themselves, other families like theirs who are interested in learning and practicing Islam on a daily basis.
So for the courses that begin very soon, what does the breakdown or curriculum look like? If you could give us just a sample of it.
So, in the Adams World Club class, we will focus on one food each week. Every day, we hit it in a different manner. The first day on Monday, we talk about nutrition, about how that particular food grows, where it grows in the world. The second day, Sister Anas focuses attention on Arabic vocabulary. We use the words that are actually in the Quran related to these foods and help the children learn the letters, write them. On Wednesday, Amira comes in with an amazing craft project connected to that topic. On Thursday, Huda comes back to review the week's lesson and also do some cooking project. As a nutritionist and dietitian, she is amazing in the kitchen, and the kids and the families absolutely love that part of the programming.
Mhm. Now, there are a plethora of after-school programs that are available, whether in person or online. Why should parents opt or even choose the classes offered by Adams World Academy?
I think that's a great question. And, alhamdulillah, we do have lots to choose from. These classes are putting good role models in front of children, very important information, basic information about our religion in an easy to understand manner, an age appropriate manner. They engage students to have fun while learning. Many times, I was a principal of a large Islamic school, and many times the focus on the way Islam is taught is very dry. And that's not the way to engage students, particularly in 2023. They have lots of edutainment around them. And I'm not saying we have to necessarily compete with that, but we have to make this kind of instruction important to them. Parents tell us that their children love these classes. They look at the clock themselves, anticipating when they start. They emulate the teachers when they play imaginary games with themselves. They sing the songs at home. They love showing the members of their family what they've made in terms of art projects, or teaching other cousins or friends about the lessons they've learned. And so we have good content, we have good role models, and we have a great track record. Sound Vision has been doing this for more than 30 years.
Now, we don't have too much time, but I do want to cover, there was a scholarship option that I saw available. How can people apply for this, and what does it include?
So we have two different ways of getting some assistance financially. You can get either a full scholarship or a partial scholarship for any of this programming. We want to make sure that no one is barred from participating or taking advantage of it because of finances. So there's a simple process of applying for a scholarship, and you would get a quick turnaround on whether or not you'd be approved for that.
Well, thank you very much for coming on to the show, Sister Lahira, and sharing more about the courses. I'm sure that the audience learned very much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
If you would like to register your child, you can visit academy.adamsworld.org. You are watching Canadian Muslim News on Muslim Network TV. That's it from our Toronto studios tonight. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more Canadian Muslim content. Stay safe, and until next time.